Good day, ma'am. My topic is a lecture on the 7 C's of communication. There are 7 C's of effective communication, which are applicable to both written as well as oral communication. These are as follow: completeness and communication must be complete. It should convey all facts required by the audience. So the first one is the clarity. Practicing clarity in your communication ensures that the message is received accurately. You should know what you wish to say and how to say it. Use language that can be easily understood and resist the temptation to include necessary information. For the example is, instead of saying we have considered the consequences of existing policy on the hiring strategies we employ with our human resources department and updated them accordingly, say we have updated our hiring policy. So yeah, the second one is correctness. You must communicate with correctness, correct grammar, language, data, and etc. In written communication, you should verify before sending. For example, is you may enter the building during the opening hour but must show relevant ID. Immediately, the recipient of this information has two questions. The first question is what are the opening hour, and what ID is considered relevant. Correctness in this communication is conveyed by saying you may enter the building during the opening hour of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, but must show your employee identify card. So, yan. And the third one is the conciseness. Never use more words than is necessary. Brevity is more easily understood, though you must avoid this courtesy concise message save you and the recipient time to be concise. Follow these rules. For example, is the eliminate necessary words, use action verb, remove repetition. Example is a matter of fact, during a month of June, all employees must ensure that they wear appropriate clothing to ensure that they cool while the air conditioning is being fed. Becomes indeed during June, employees must wear appropriate clothing to stay cool while the air conditioning is repaired. So that is the example for conciseness. The fourth one is courtesy. Cor- Employ courtesy when communicating. This show you respect the recipient and helps you build goodwill. You must ensure that you are sincere, thoughtful, and do not use discriminatory language. For example, is that I don't appreciate how your team ignores requests for collaboration from my team. The work we do is equally as important as your work. Could you make certain that your team collaboration more readily from now on? Such a message is unlikely to encourage a negative response. Instead, a more effective approach would be, I understand that your team is extremely busy and receive many questions to collaborate on project work. However, my team is working a highly urgent project with enormous mutual benefits. I would greatly appreciate if you could ask your team to collaborate more effectively with mine of move this project forward faster. If there is any help that we can provide to make this happen, please let me know. So this is the example for courtesy. And the fifth one is the concreteness. Concrete communication is specific, clear, and meaningful. It avoids use available facts and figures to add authenticity and builds around an active voice. So, for example, an example would be poor communication of underperformance during a one-to-one. You might say your sales number are on the low side. They need to be improved to at least the team is average. Give your employees concrete district with evidence and an active voice. Your sale conversion rate is below 50%, you must improve this to the team average of 65% or higher more. And the sixth one is the consideration. Be considerate with your messaging by putting yourself in the position of the recipient. Focus on communicating to you considering needs and issue experienced by the recipient. For example, is imagine that you are unable to pay a promised bonus. How do you communicate this? So this, we are unable to pay bonus now. The business is awaiting payment for a major client. Once this payment is received, we can consider paying contractual bonuses as soon as is practicable. This could be a better conveyed as follow. Unfortunately, we are not presently in the position to pay your bonus. However, as soon as our major client has settled the account, we will pay any bonuses owed to you. We're sorry about this delay, but are we sure to understand our need for positive cash flow and long-term benefits at this delivery to you? And the last one is the completeness. Our message should be complete, delivering all the facts needed for the recipient to make an informed decision. Completing message often residual for responses. And the for example is to ensure you haven't complete the task that I set you. It is a message full of a big T. Instead, make sure you include all relevant facts. The data analysis for client A, B, C that I asked for on March 5 should be having completed by today. Will you have it finished this afternoon? So that so thank you.